Good morning, everyone. I am in Amsterdam today and I'm excited to explore the city. It's not my first time here, but I didn't fully explore it the proper way the first time around. So today I decided to make this one-day video exploring as many touristy things as possible and trying to learn something about the Dutch culture, food, their monuments and everything. So this is going to be one day in Amsterdam.
One Day is a series where we dive into the lives of fascinating people, unique experiences, and incredible animals. And today it's all about Amsterdam, Netherlands.
Okay, so I decided to have a Dutch breakfast. Like I literally ordered Dutch breakfast from the menu with an espresso. We're gonna try that, and they brought a lot of stuff. So this is actually unusual for me because I'm used to having breakfast with one croissant and one coffee, but here we have cheese, we have ham, we have toast, we got Nutella, and so much more, and an egg, literally one egg. I think that this one is going to be empty. So something that surprised me as soon as I arrived in Amsterdam is seeing how many houses are crooked. This is due to the fact that the whole city is actually standing in water on like wooden poles, and that's why sometimes houses move a little bit, and I feel like it's quite clear over there where the house is just completely crooked to the side, and everywhere you go there will be houses like that one. It's crazy to me, but it is what it is here. So we're just walking around the city center a little bit, and I'm so happy that it finally stopped raining. I just cannot get used to the rain. We bought the raincoats just in case because the other day I didn't have them, and I just came back to the hotel soaking wet. It was horrible. One of the first places that I want to visit here in Amsterdam is the Rijksmuseum. I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's massive, it's full of history, and it actually has the history of the whole city. 750 years of history all in one place. I'm so excited to check it out. So we just walked inside, and the first thing that we see are things by Van Gogh. Like that's the first thing that you see, impressive. So I'm actually quite curious to discover the history of the Netherlands and of Amsterdam through paintings. Like I'm assuming that these are just landscapes of how the country looks like. I'm gonna be reading everything now, but these are just gorgeous, everyday life. So the cool thing about this museum is that it actually talks about all aspects of the Netherlands history. For example, we are now in the room where they talk about the colonialism of the Dutch people overseas. Like we see, for example, a model of a town that they built in Japan and a lot of other examples. So they do really embrace their history. They display everything about it, the good, the bad, and everything in between. The thing that I'm enjoying the most about the museum right now is just seeing a lot of these portraits of everyday life. I really didn't expect to see a cat making chaos on a desk, but that's exactly what it is. And honestly, I just find it beautiful. So this is the Battle of Waterloo, and I don't think that I've ever seen such a great painting in my life. I am literally in awe. I'll just walk in front of it so you can see how tiny I am. Holy cow, the more you look at it, the more details you notice. It's a masterpiece. So we are in front of the Night Watch, probably the most known and the most famous painting of the museum, and I actually think that they are doing some like restoration works on it, which I have never seen in real life. It's impressive. It's pouring rain right now, and no comment. So we just made it in front of one of the most important historical highlights of the city, which is Anne Frank's house. And the thing is that because it's like an historical monument, it's actually a normal house. Someone used to live here, and the history was tragic. You only recognize it because there's a lot of tourists in front of it and because there's a sign. Otherwise, it looks just like a normal house because technically that's what it is. Found a cat in a souvenir shop. Ciao. Me too. Guys, look who I found here, Stacy. So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Stacey RPG. I just came in today for TwitchCon Amsterdam, Rotterdam, TwitchCon Europe, and I'm so excited to be here. Just met up with Ina, just excited to be here. A little jet lag, but I'm excited to see what Amsterdam's all about.
Yeah, and we are now at the flower market, so we're just strolling a little bit around the city. We have already visited a lot, but Stacey just arrived, so yeah, we're gonna walk around, have some food maybe. So actually, me and my mom, we share this passion of collecting flowers. So this is paradise for me. But we collect mainly tropical plants, like monsteras, philodendrons, like kind of rare. And I really want to see if I can find something here. Otherwise, speaking of bulbs, I kind of want to see if I can find caladiums and alocasias because we love those. But there's literally everything here. It's awesome. You guys are so lucky to have these. So we're having a little lunch break, I guess. I got this traditional Dutch pancake with ham, cheese, and mushrooms. And these are all the other things that we got on the table. Let's see if it's good. Yesterday I had the sweet version, today the savory one. Let's try it. I just started cutting it like a pizza, and I kind of have a doubt. Is that how you're supposed to eat it? I don't know, it's just my Italian genes took over for a second. Mmm, tasty. Just chilling here with my new friend. Okay, so my idea was to go to Torre Chocolonely to get the custom chocolate bar, but there's such a long line. I think that we'll spend like at least 1 hour here. So I think that I will give up on it, but I really like Torre Chocolonely as a company because of their ethics and stuff. I tried the chocolate before, I just like wanted to have a little souvenir, but it's fine, we'll just focus on something else. Okay, so I keep seeing this thing around Amsterdam and it took me a while to figure out what this is. This is a toilet, I mean mainly for guys because they can stand up and just like do a thing. And yeah, it's a very weird concept for me because like you want privacy while you're using the toilet, right? Well, here like literally everybody can see you and smell you. So as we were walking, we accidentally ended up in a very famous district, red light district. Of course, I was not allowed to film there because the girls are literally on the windows. And maybe that was a misconception of mine. I didn't realize that this is how a system works. So pretty much you just go literally window shopping and there are all these girls in the windows and you can choose the one that you want. It's a very weird concept. If you ever visit Amsterdam, I kind of recommend you to walk around the area because it really makes you think about society. Because on one side, of course, there are these girls that are protected by the law. Everything is managed in a certain way and they are doing everything legally. But of course, on the other side, this is still a big taboo. So it really makes you think. Every city has a heart. And in case of Amsterdam, this is Dam Square, the square where we are now. So from here, you can easily reach and with a walking distance, pretty much the whole city. You can go in that direction for like more stores. I'm pretty sure that like kind of behind me, a little bit also to that direction, there's the red light district, Central Station over there, and Frank's house over there, and just all around. I feel like the best way to explore the city, and that's what I've been doing, is kind of like just get lost around all of these small streets around Dam Square, because you will have beautiful sights, you will have everything that Amsterdam has to offer. Also, specifically here, behind my back, there's Madame Tussauds. I had never visited one of their museums, but there are some wax sculptures here outside, like Ed Sheeran. But it looks so realistic, it was crazy. I have never seen that in my life. Also, this is the Royal Palace. It's stunning, it's so majestic, even just from outside. I'm freaking in love with this city. So this is actually the last full day in Amsterdam, and I'm surprised to see that tonight, Thursday, it's so crowded in the center, because the last couple of days it really wasn't. There wasn't a lot of stuff around. And I was actually kind of like disappointed that a lot of places, especially for dinner, they would just like close super early. I saw that there are a lot of restaurants that are open like maybe from 10 to 6, but that's it. And I'm used to having dinner on a later time of the day, like 7, 8. So the first couple of days I struggled a little bit. But as you can see, a lot of people around here and a lot of places are open. So we made it to the end of the day and we are back to Dam Square. I don't know about you, but I'm quite tired. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to the hotel. But I hope that you were able to see a little bit of magic in Amsterdam through my eyes. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm gonna see you guys for the next one day video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!